And away we go. Irving to James. Walker with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Embiid. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
LeBron into the front court. They trail by 2. Gets it in the left corner. Harden to Davis. Finger roll. Finishing with finesse. Walker into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. To Embiid. Walker. Give it to him. Kemba Walker, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Can't go down. Smothering defense. Curry into the front court. Leads a bucket. To Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. George, he's on the deck. Great sacrifice. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
It's in the hands of Harden. To James. Oh, had him going there for a second. The drive, right to the basket. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Nothing going here on that drive. And the rebound gathered in by Davis. James into the front court. Down 2. To Durant. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Embiid to Antetokounmpo. Baseline drive. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. Harden to Irving. Trying to cash in. Kyrie with a shot, no good.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the waist, which made him lunge into a shot and took away all of his concentration.
Steph, let's loose. Steph Curry missed his first. That one goes. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and the effort.
Harden, shot off the mark. Good defense. Across the timeline, it's Walker. 2-point advantage. Has a chance, working hard on the glass. Embiid to Antetokounmpo. Embiid. Short jumper stays out. AD with the rock. Going a launch beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. To Antetokounmpo. Deep right corner. George to the basket, but it won't go. LeBron with it up top. Down just a couple.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Fires the 3. Tough shot. Well defended. Curry. Not getting the bounce. Curling inside. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Kyrie Irving at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 87% from the line. Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. It's Curry controlling the offense. For three. And Stephen Curry, we say it time and time again, not much the defense could have done there.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespect.
James, LeBron James, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Stephen Curry with a look. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit.
To George. Great feed, sets it up. Whoa, what a finish. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Deep left corner. James, second effort. Oh, and a putback.
Now, while everybody was staring at the flight of the ball on the defensive end, he was busy carving out space, being active, getting that offensive rebound. That's his second offensive rebound in the first quarter.
Durant with the basketball up top. Lead is 2. Nothing going here on that drive. To Durant. James. Smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Here comes the screen. Irving to Davis. Has a look. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Kemba Walker. Fires the three. James with the board. Irving to Davis. James. That's off the side of the rim. Short.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. 3 for 4. Good start. We get a whistle and a timeout as they'll get a minute to regroup and talk things over. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
I got him.
Irving goes to the left side. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Klay Thompson trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. And he hits. It's Steph at the controls to Middleton. Curry. Beyond the arc for three. He was all over him. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Leads just a point. Irving to Simmons. Lets it fly from long range. Not a good shot there as he misses it. Kawhi Leonard with the block. Griffin.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Great look and vision. Turns, hops, and finishes. The abuse at the rim for Blake Griffin.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Curry has it. Steph Curry, 4 out of 7.
Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
Simmons to Irving. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving to Davis. Thompson. Textbook defense. Middleton to Walker. Middleton can't connect. Here's Irving into the front court. Down by 1.
Right.
Nothing going here on that drive. Irving.
Shooter.
Not that time. And scores, plus the foul. Patented move for Anthony Davis. And a chance at 3.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Anthony Davis at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. It's Russ at the controls. To Kemba Walker. Probing the defense. Kemba Walker against the former Cougar. To Jokic. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Russell Westbrook steps into it. And he hits. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First is your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. And Simmons the rebound. Takes stock of the floor. Lillard picked up by Westbrook. To Leonard. Oh, he had him there for a second. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Kawhi Leonard trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Giannis in control of the basketball. He'll run the offense. Driving right to the basket. Westbrook buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know it's good.
Deep three at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. This game is all tied up. A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second.
My ball. Hey, I got mine. Y'all get yours.
Westbrook to Jokic. Anthony Davis with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Jokic add 2 points to the board.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Screen coming.
Big kick right there.
Leonard. And the finish. Slam dunk.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Russell Westbrook sizing up the all-star Lillard. Anthony Davis. Huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Leonard to Lillard. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. Count the free throw as well. Russell Westbrook with the rock. Anthony Davis snatching it out of the air. That's his 3rd block this evening. George.
Watch the screen.
To Griffin. Here's a chance from long range. And Blake Griffin good on the quick release for 3.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Thompson. Oh, that's how it's done.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
George off the mark. LeBron into the front court. Leads 3. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw good as he completes the three-point play. The lead is up to 6. Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen. George, defended by Towns. Baseline drive. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
And hits the first free throw.
Good shot, baby. Oh, I see you've been working hard, huh?
Goes 2 for 2.
Way to shoot it. Shot, bro.
I got ball. It's all me.
Keep coming left.
Lillard to Towns. Nothing going here on that drive. Off the mark. Well contested.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Steph Curry against Karl Anthony Towns. Steph Curry. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Lillard matched up with the 2-time MVP. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock winding down. Leonard. He got it off in time, but that shot no good. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Hey, lock up.
Paul George to Adetokunbo. Shot from the lane won't go. Across the timeline comes James. Leads a bucket. To Harden. From long range. That's good D. Shot no good. To Curry. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Stephen Curry at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 90% at the line. And hits at the line. LeBron into the front court. They trail by 1. To Leonard. Harden. That's how you defend.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
You gotta get up on that.
Harden with the basketball. Down a point. To Durant. 4-3. Well defended. To Paul George. Adetokunbo. It's Westbrook. Jumper's good. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate or not hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Can you stand? He's coming. Can you stand?
Irving. Down low for Davis. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Kevin Durant, 2 of 4 now.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Curry with the ball. To Antetokounmpo. Get dirty. Loose ball on the deck. George, he engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Kyrie Irving for 2. Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. Curry into the front court. Leads 1. To Antetokounmpo. George here against Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Deep right corner. Middleton. And the rebound pulled down by Davis. Durant to James. Irving buries it.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Kevin Durant pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Kevin Durant sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
LBJ with it to Durant. Here comes the screen. Durant here against Steph. To Harden. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Harden. Message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
I got ball.
Shot for James Harden. Cleared out by Embiid. George to Walker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Kemba Walker, muscle memory put to good use there.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Joel Embiid swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Paul George at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. LBJ has it. To Durant. Going to launch beyond the arc. No good. That's great defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your pass.
Takes it coast to coast and the strong finish at the rim.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size. But in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Here we go.
I got this plan. Let's go.
Hey, watch this screen left.
James. They'll get it down to Davis.
Oh, the bridge.
Had a good look there, but it's no good.
My ball.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Chris Middleton with the slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Curling inside. LeBron James. With that, he's 5 for 9.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to cement his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
And a rim rocker, Joel Embiid.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Now it's Harden, controlling the offense. Fires the three. Great defense, forcing the miss. Antetokounmpo to Curry. Gets a shot up, off the mark. To Thompson. For three. Now that's a contest. Here's Curry with it up top. His team up by 7. LeBron James able to recover with the block. 4th this contest.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Curry buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Goes to the left side. Kevin Durant, 3 for 6 now. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it, on the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Giannis in control of the basketball. It's an 8-point lead. Paul George. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Leonard to Harden. Fires the three. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Goes to the right side. To Curry. Beyond the arc for three. Offensive and a putback slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Harden to Davis. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
LeBron James tips it. That's out. Last touch by Chris Middleton. Substitution being made in this one. Deep three at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. We are at halftime. What's been a hard-fought battle so far. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
The East are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. Clearly, the none of the guys getting buckets. for the East All-Stars. The West had kept it close after one half. And while they may be down, it's not for a lack of effort. They deserve some respect for how well they've generated scoring with their offensive rebounding. Have a look at the leading scorers for the West All-Stars.
Game track. Bench points.
The coaches are getting the kind of bench production that can make for some interesting rotations. Keep an eye on the substitution patterns in the second half.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here's our top plays from the first half. Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
To the front court, it's Walker. His team on top by 8. Curry to Kemba Walker. Cleans it up. Another follow. No good.
And, Ed, that's what you see this defense doing. They're capitalizing on the momentum gain from getting a multitude of stops defensively.
Harden, yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Consistency wins a game. Sometimes you have to double down. I'm sure that's what their coach told them to do in the locker room. Keep shooting your shot.
From the painted area, won't go down.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Around the perimeter to James. Lets it fly from long range. That's what the King does. James, the quick catch and shoot there for 3. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up. Kyrie Irving has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Now their head coach signals for a timeout. They'll regroup before the action continues. Give it to him. Kemba Walker, now 4 for 9.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Durant to Davis. And the rebound taken in by George. Antetokounmpo to Walker. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now it's Harden at the controls. Here's a chance from long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Giannis with it up top. 2-point advantage. Screen coming. George to Curry. From long range, and Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there.
And here's a setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse, to kick out for, guess what, another one.
LeBron James sends it away. Ooh, 5 now.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Durant across the timeline. The margin standing now at 7. 4-3. And Kevin Durant unguardable. Hand in his face, he still hits the 3. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't connect. It's no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
It's James. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Walker with the basketball. Up 6. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't fall. James into the front court. What makes something happen? Nice finish at the rim.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
To Adetokunbo. No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Joel Embiid, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 77% at the line. First one goes down. 2 for 2 on that trip. Durant with the basketball up top. Down 6. Going to launch beyond the arc. Tough shot. Well defended. Curry to bring it up. He'll run the offense. To Kemba Walker. Throws it down.
I think the defender had absolutely 0 chance on that play.
Into the front court, it's Irving. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. To Durant. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Here comes the screen.
Screen coming.
Embiid to George. Down to 5 on the 24. Curry. Not easy.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a 3-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the 3-point shot.
To Leonard. Trying to cash in. Shot for Leonard, no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Durant, tough matchup against George. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. James Harden trying to cash in. We get a whistle and a timeout as they will get together and talk things over. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Kemba Walker matched up with Harden. There it is, Nikola Jokic with the putback slam.
He's a relentless scorer. It doesn't matter if you stop him once. He's going to keep coming at you time and time again.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go. I got ball.
Irving to Davis. Gets it in the right corner. James. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
LeBron with it up top. His guys down by 9. Goes reverse to lay it in. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Harden against George. Fires the 3. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with superior confidence.
And breaks it up.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
To Harden. Oh, he had him there for a second. 2-point shot for James Harden. That's usually one that he'll knock down. To Paul George. Walker. It's Irving with the rebound. Harden into the front court. His guys trail by 10. To Durant. Irving. To Harden. For 3. He was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
It goes down.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Irving brings the ball up court.
Match up.
I got ball. That's me.
Fires the 3. Textbook defense. Curry with the basketball. Up a dozen. To Walker. Curry. Down low Jokic. Oh, Nikola Jokic. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Durant. That's off the side of the rim, short. Paul George to Kemba Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. To George. Curry. Walker. Can't get the bounce. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
I got ball. It's all
Leonard. Deep right corner. Yes, Klay Thompson. He's now 4 for 6.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
What's that cutter? What's the cut?
To Middleton. Westbrook to Adetokunbo. Knocked loose. They love this hustle. Looking to push. Lillard to Durant. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good. A three-point play, and they're back within single digits, down by 9. Giannis in control of the basketball. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Russell Westbrook matched up with Durant. To Antetokounmpo. To Middleton. Not that time.
Shot up, shot up.
Kawhi Leonard. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Russ at the controls. To Antetokounmpo. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Lillard, guarded by Russell Westbrook. He'll put it up at the buzzer. Team Curry going to have the ball first as we start the fourth. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
LeBron James trying to cash in on a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw up and good as he finishes off the 3-point play. The lead is down to 6. Russ at the controls.
Screen on your right.
To Walker. Here comes the screen. Walker. Add 2 points to the board.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And splash. Klay Thompson, quick catch and shoot there for 3.
This game comes down to micro adjustments. Either mismatches, ball screens, slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to threes. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
Irving into the front court. Down 8. To Leonard. A lot of contact. No whistle. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Russell Westbrook at the line for 2 shots. A career 81% free throw shooter. First one, count it. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. LeBron into the front court. His team down 9. Durant picked up by Westbrook. To Harden. Beyond the arc for 3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack it to the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Griffin to Westbrook. Walker. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
Ed, here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
Thompson to Durant. Harden shoots. Jokic is there for the rebound. It's Russ at the controls. Kevin Durant rejects it. Incredible. 6 tonight. New blood coming in for both sides. Westbrook to Paul George. And too much contact.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Anthony Davis with the block. Make that 7. George. Westbrook buries it on the catch and shoot.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt to get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
To James. Oh, had him going there for a second. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Irving with the basketball. Trailing by 14. Thompson. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, Paul George good on the quick release there.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
And scores. Great body control on the step through.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Here comes the screen.
Screen.
Adetokunbo to Westbrook. 5 to shoot. Westbrook. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Durant across the timeline. Trailing by 15. Screen coming. Here's Durant for two. Just not going down.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
To Adetokunbo. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Westbrook to George. Anthony Davis with a piece. 8 now.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Durant to James. Screen coming.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right.
It's LeBron. It's no good. Great defense.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. All right. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
LeBron James. He's got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line.
Yes, sir. Way to shoot it, boy.
Giannis with it at the top. The advantage is 13 points. George here against Harden. Screen coming. Paul George. Nice pass to set things up. Ah, the monster stuff.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Harden. That's good D. Shot no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Whoa, Chris Middleton. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
James to Davis. Cashes in for 2.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Strong finish for Paul George.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Cleaning the offensive glass. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Leonard. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both.
That's what I'm talking about.
To Embiid. Runner's good there.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Irving, that's how you defend. Curry into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Kyrie across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. To James. Lets it fly from long range. No good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Here's a chance from long range. Well defended. Curry into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Durant with the basketball up top. He'll run the offense. To Davis. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
George, it's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Kyrie Irving, not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Anthony Davis.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Antetokounmpo. Kevin Durant snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
LeBron James matched up with Paul George. To Irving. Thompson. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
And the rebound taken in by Thompson. Across the timeline comes James. 14-point deficit. He engulfed him that time. Oh, whistle.
And you can't lunge like that.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 3.
George against KD. To Kemba Walker. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Klay Thompson. That's his second personal foul. Team foul.
And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Down a bundle. To Durant. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Walker to Curry. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Thompson. Message received. Well defended.
Defense.
Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
couple of cracks at the line now.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. Here's Curry with it up top. His guys leading by 14. Gets to the basket and scores.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.